We are so happy to be back in the 207 kitchen with Chef Dana Moos. She has a brand new cookbook out all about lobster, and she's here today to tell us another dish that we're going to make, which is lemon zest lobster salad on a puff pastry.
Exactly.
And don't be intimidated by puff pastry, because we're going to show you the easy way to do it,
Yes.
right?
You know, there are some very good quality store-bought puff pastry makers, and that's what I've done here. So I put this out, so it comes just wrapped in plastic or saran.
And you were saying you didn't want to unwrap it until you're really ready to go so it doesn't dry out.
Right, so instead of, like, this is my version of a lobster roll, a lobster salad, and instead of, you know, you fancy it up and you have it for a nice luncheon this way.
Okay.
And so puff pastry will puff up in the oven, so I'm just want to do 2 portions here.
Okay.
And what we want to do is score the edge, and I'll do one where I score and one where I don't.
Oh.
Well, actually, we're not going to bake live here, but so.
It's the magic.
But I'll tell you.
It's all in the magic.
So what this does, and then you dock it, which is really just poke holes in, and that keeps it from puffing up too much.
Okay.
But you will have to watch it. So open the oven, take it out. You might have to add a few more holes.
You don't want to overdo it.
And so what this setup does with the little frame, it's almost like a picture frame.
Right.
So here
we go into the oven, and look at that. We just happen to have one all set.
That.
Look how pretty they are.
So you can see what scoring the edge does.
Right.
And then if you wanted to actually take out this section and fill it,
that's where your salad would go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you could put it on top.
And you can save that section for something else, I'm guessing.
Yes, just eat it.
Or just enjoy it while you're preparing.
Right.
Okay.
So then there's my vessel for my lobster salad. Okay.
So I'm going to slide these over here while you mix up the salad that's going to go in, which of course has lobster.
This is super easy.
Okay.
It's just mayonnaise. Not a lot. I'll just add a little bit.
Okay.
A good amount of lemon juice and lemon zest.
Oh, yum. Okay.
So it's really bright.
And you know, we can get lobster meat any time of year, so these are really, this is a salad
year-round.
You could do any time.
Yeah. You just want to make sure you only get the outside of the lemon. That's where the essential oils are, and it's not bitter. If you go too deep into the white part, that's the pith that gets bitter.
Just a little bit. You're not putting in a whole lot.
No. And then fresh dill, which I love. I think dill's almost like cilantro. You either love it or you don't.
Yeah.
I love it. A little bit of sweet paprika, not smoked paprika.
Okay.
And then just
So
give that a little mix.
And that's your dressing.
That is all. And if you make that the day before, it really melds nicely.
Nice. Okay.
And then
the part we're all waiting for.
I forgot to talk about the egg wash on the puff pastry.
You would have brushed that on the puff pastry before you put it.
Right, which is what gives it the nice brown sheen.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. So that will be included in the recipe. I mean, the recipe, of course, will be on our website. So follow the recipe. Don't pay any attention to Dana.
I always say, do as I say, not as I do.
There you go. That's actually perfect.
So I want to keep that for garnish, actually. And
oh my
just
gosh,
big chunks.
Lobster's such a treat. It looks so pretty in anything.
This is really my absolute favorite way.
So your lobster cookbook came out in May, and it's been out all summer, and all recipes pertaining to lobster.
Yep. Where lobster is the main ingredient.
Right.
Yep.
So that's your salad. You've mixed together your lobster salad, and now we're just going to serve it up in the puff pastry.
Yeah, and then brought just some little brioche rolls that if you don't want to make the puff pastry, you don't have to.
Nice. Oh, okay.
But that looks really nice for, a luncheon. You can put it on a plate with some salad greens.
Do you want to do a brioche roll while we wrap up?
I will.
Okay, great. The recipe, of course, as always, will be on the 207 section of our New Center Maine website, where we will have all the details to follow, including that egg wash. Don't forget about that. And Dana has her brand new lobster cookbook out, which we're going to talk about a little bit more later on. We will be right back.